Hello there. Why in the hand doing this to myself? So, because I know everyone just skips ahead to the actual tier list, there it is. Agree or not, it's up to you. If you want some reasoning, then stay and listen to me. Straight away for the danger zone. You're going to yell. If you touch any of these ones, no more reasoning. Go from the bottom to the top. The Mad Hatter doesn't tell me anything. Straight away to the bottom of the tier. Oh boy, Leaf. Do I need to tell you why Leaf is in the bottom of the D tier? Pathetic. The mock turtle. Every single time I have an experience with a girl like this, very sheltered, timid or whatever, it always ended bad. People think they want a shy, cute girl, but I tell you right now, you don't want. They are only trouble. Let them be. You can be friends with them. Don't try a relationship with a shy girl. It's not worth it. Don't try to break that shell. Get out. Miranda from Black Souls 1. It's just there is not much to her. There is no character development. She is a lady of the night. You can pay her. Then she becomes like a vampire or something like that. Not much to her story. Moving on. Frog Princess. I think it's just like very plain. There's not much character development on her. And she steals your freaking levels. That probably is not gonna be an issue if you follow my guide. And she's just basically very kind of Himedere, Yandere archetype. Belle. There is not much to say about Belle. She's there, she's just guarding the castle of Cinderella, Blondie, then you can punish her. Pretty much it. Snow White, aside from the hatred that she has from other characters, she's not very like well developed. She just hates everyone. Shelter life. I wouldn't call her shy, but more like she's definitely browsing in fortune a lot. There is one character that is not here, by the way. It's Shaw, the Queen of Dissolution. I put her in B tier. I kind of like slimes, but I don't like everything else. Lingerina. Who put Dokuro-chan in here? Her title is Brutalizing Angel Lingerina, and she has the looks of Dokuro-chan. Who in the hell thought this was a nice idea? I like the reference, but still, Griffon is a little too plain. I definitely don't get it. Yeah, I like the paladin type character, but still, Alice, the one from Black Souls one. No, oh, my mistake. Little sister Alice. You know what? I don't really like the feet fetish and all of that, so you're gonna rank down straight away to D tier. And I like blondies, but you're too bratty for me. Maybe in the bottom of C tier. The caterpillar, I mean, it's kind of cute. Doesn't have a lot, and I like the whole aesthetic and the hoodie. Talking about bratty characters that have barely any personality, I say yeah. Just gonna move Rapunzel to the straight to C tier, and she has no personality. Just Hajime Dere, and pretty much that's it. Oh boy, I'm gonna get so much flack for this. I like the lion aesthetic and everything, but it's just Leiden is still like an Amazonian beauty and everything. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull off just one more here because of the looks. Yeah, I get it. I like it. Bandersnatch. She has the looks. She's also bratty. I don't like to have accidental decapitation of my sentient member. Oh, yeah, I forgot. In City, the Countess. I like her looks, but I'm not very into the being eaten. Yeah, no. Hell no. Mabel. I would have put Mabel up. The problem is, I like the gothic aesthetic. It kind of pulls me out. Her looks, though, because you see the whole thing with the tier list. Pretty much there is something in common when you go higher in the tier list. But that's why Mabel is a B tier for me. But I'm not saying that. I think her personality compensates. Walrus, it just looks. She's a dumb idiot. Mommy aesthetic. Ay, boy, boy, boy. I mean, I like the plague doctor woman. I forgot her name though. It's just because she's a hack, and I like all the women. That's it. Plague doctor aesthetics, always cool. Moving on. Dorothy. I like that Dorothy is kind of like a mixture between two faces, and especially from the first game, and also the extra lore that you get on Dorothy on the second game. Pretty much, I like the twist that they did with the original Dorothy. And no spoiler, Dorothy, in the end, it kind of, the looks are fine. No, very into the whole fit thing. Dorothy is fine, but it's not my top. Oh boy, Baphomet. I like the whole idea that Baphomet did the whole black trial and to get her own sense of justice. I like her whole flick on the first game. Oh boy. Oh my god, I have to talk again about looks. Agia is a horny rabbit. Jabberwock, mommy aesthetic, looks. I kind of like this kind of mixture between undead and everything. The OG Alice from the first game. Now this is the one. I mean, technically, you do not spend a lot of time with her. She gets immediately killed by Mary Sue. Could be better. She does a lot of you for you. I like the whole play con Alice in Wonderland. You are going to Alice. Oh my god. Okay, Cheshire Cat, help me. I hate that you actually need to complete the ending G to do anything with the Cheshire Cat. If not, she goes in a puff of smoke. Very straightforward character. She's always there. She's always observing. She's kind of the final boss, quote quote. But I also like her looks. I wish that there was a more straightforward character in some points, but the Cheshire Cat has never been a straightforward character. The Little Mermaid. I like the Arara vibes. If she had a voice actress, she would be probably voiced by Atago or someone similar to that one. ATR looks. Victoria. Do you remember when I told about shy girls being an issue? Is the kind of shy girl that everyone wants. Modest, but we all know the secret of Victoria. I recommend you just interact with her. The whole idea that when she goes crazy, yeah. I mean, I like wrong. I like the idea of danger, and I like the peril of a Jangire personality. Plus, my god, Victoria, how many times have you helped me in Black Souls 1 to just delete enemies? The map, she's crazy and I love it. I love messing around with the other characters. You know when you draw the sexy crazy line? Yeah, she is definitely why you want to measure it. Like, she will be the wild card in that sexy crazy line. Also, body type. Goose, a little piece of heaven. She's so wholesome, a ray of hope, that this game needed a wholesome character that you treat horribly. Sometimes I feel it's like that girlfriend that you had to abandon her because you were causing her so much pain. I never felt for that person. And I think Goose is a perfect example of why you should treat someone so wholesome better. Because in the end, misery is a cycle, and abuse is another cycle. And we are condemned to repeat it. We don't break it. And Goose could be the perfect example on how someone like her, like Goose, yeah, she's quirky, she's a thief, she's that. But in the end, she kind of has the personality that can heal others. And that's the saddest part on her story. Because in the end, Grimm only used her. Because Grimm is not a nice guy. Oh, well, I've been talking about Goose for too long, so moving on. Catherine looks very big into nuns, big into female priests. I like the holy, and I like to get dirty with the holy. I like her. I like her personality and everything. Moving on, Cinderella. I like she has the motivation to change everything into whatever she likes, even though she is a massive victim of obviously Mary Sue Liv. She's not really the bad guy because she's been manipulated by Liv because someone had to be bad guy. And the looks, the mommy attitude, and whenever you have a chance to actually talk with her instead of going straight away for the kill. He had kind of like also has a mommy personality. But it's a very tragic story that I like about Cinderella. The reason why they chose Cinderella probably is because her tale is filled of misery. Okay, Mommy Alice, blonde, blue eyes, big teeth, Mommy Alice. I need to put her here for reasons. But no, yeah, I prefer much more the Mommy Alice persona, okay? Moving on, Dodo. It's just me being completely transparent, which I've been always being in this channel. I like her good-hearted attitude, her carefree style, and I think sometimes we need more Dodos in our life. You don't need to be too intelligent to be magnificent. And Dodo, but it's your daughter, Cricket. Oh boy, Cricket. Idol personality, good look, good personality as well, and the date is really, really good. The more that you interact with Cricket, the more that you like her. She's one of the few characters that actually cares about you. She will help you. Man, I don't know which one of the sides is gonna be the real ending for Black Souls 2 whenever we get Black Souls 3. But oh boy, we cannot leave Cricket behind. And I'm gonna discuss this because we are getting close to the top. Whenever you see the crawling one manifested in the many faces of Alice, form, you always see the weird face that is, you understand that that face is always being Cricket. The face that refuses to be Alice. I will put rescue you, quote, quote, because the crawling one is on the top for a reason. And I explained to me why the crawling one best girl for me. And you will understand a little bit more about my personality with that. Jan the Art. I always love Jan. Yeah, you can call me Guilty Race. You're obsessed with Jan the Art. Yeah, so what? I love the story of Jan the Art. My platonic love. Elizabeth Bathory, oh boy, Elizabeth Bathory. Kind of look like she has the sadistic personality. You can dominate that personality, and that's something that puts me on so much, like, say, you know what, you think you're the boss? No, I'm gonna be the boss. And she has a look, she's a meal. But Elizabeth Bathory is definitely a mix with looks, attitude, is overall a very good character. I love the blood this with the drills. Note, if you saw my Black Souls 2 video on the guide, you will understand why Note is on my top. You know why I started yapping about Goose and everything? About everything that someone can do. Well, the problem with Goose is she is a little bit selfish because in the end, it's looking that happiness of setting up, getting a family, that conformity, that normality. But what if you do on the other side of the coin? Imagine someone that is all the good traits of Goose, and then instead of looking for her own happiness, get the good traits of the personality of Goose and more. That's no. That girl should not break her heart. And I feel sorry for this. She is the mother of your children, your daughter. She's been there with you forever. She has put the gears of the machine to elevate you, even though you are not good. You are not treating her with the respect that she deserves. She's always there for you. She doesn't mind you. And that's the most heartbreaking part because the only selfish thing that she ever does is for freaking you. She empathized with your situation because you're not in a really good place in Black Souls 2. It's the architect of your freedom. And you don't even freaking know until you get till the very end that Note did everything for you, even if you will not appreciate it. But the problem is, Note complies by silence. She will accept her destiny. Will just linger a little bit more with you. And at the end, she understands the kind of person that you are. Because Black Souls 2, in the end, for you personally, is the tale of a man that seeks freedom. And this is what I hate about what you do to note, to strive for your freedom, condemns her. And man, I cannot see when she cuts her ponytail. I love her braid. Japan and Asian culture. When a woman cuts her hair, it means a way to dignify her change in her life. Sadly, in the end, if you destroy the Grand Guignol, her master skill elevate you to her and the crawling one, and you throw it away for your freedom as a man, well, as an undead. But the way that you spit to her at the end, and she freaking stays with you, and she accepts when you leave her, even though that doesn't guarantee your freedom. We don't know what happened with Note and the Cheshire Cat, and I think Note deserves better. Red Hood. She always the one that addresses you by your name. She's there when you need her. Every single step on the road is there. Whenever you are not insane and you see her for her real herself. And this is the most heartbreaking thing. You know, when you love something, you need to let it go. And if it loves you, it will come back. That's Red Hood. She might be the independent one. She's the one that actually cares you and is willing to forgive you for your transgressions. She will accept you as an equal, and you give her also in the game the respect she deserves. And I heard that it's the favorite character of the author of the game. I'm not surprised why she got such a good character development. And definitely, it's the most tragic ending because of that freaking fairy. But yeah, Red Hood is all the good traits that you should take for a woman. A woman that treats you like an equal, and someone that you treat as an equal as well. I wish that she had better looks, that she was not in the petite side, but, well, I guess in an ideal world, you know what I mean. And I feel bad when you dress her as Alice. Red Hood is a fighter, and I like her fighting spirit. I like Red Hood, and I want to play her games at some point. Carlajo, the Bed of Chaos, and the Black One, the Golden King. I love Nyarlathotep and what it represents. The messenger of the old gods, and the closest to humankind, the perfect antagonist that you could have put in Black Souls. The crawling one is the one that saved you in the end from Leaf. The problem is the crawling one with her empathy, because Nyarlathotep is a very empathetic creature from my interpretation. And when she kind of showed you, because as an elder queen, cannot fully understand humanity, but at the same time, she wants to be closer to humanity. The whole wonderland that she did, she's willing to create, not like you, because maybe her feelings mixed, especially with your persona of Lewis Carroll taking over you. And the way that Lewis Carroll is represented in the game, it is important. So Lewis Carroll in this game is not a good man. And when Leaf created Grimm by mixing together a bunch of people, because Grimm is not Grimm. We don't know at the extent of who is the dominant personality in each game. But I'll say the crawling one built an entire world for you. She wanted to understand you. She is a yandere, an absolute yandere. That's why whenever you lose to her, you start blasting on her language. And you say, I finally understood. And then you cannot read the text. The problem with the crawling one is he has a twisted version because of Lewis Carroll obsession that the only thing that you need in your freaking life as Green is Alice. Then kind of she realizes that because you only want Alice in your life, everything should be Alice. So she got this personality, this trait from the original Alice from the first game before she died to free you. And she ultimately does it because of the selfishness of Baphomet, which is ironic that she's in B tier.
someone that could potentially be your ally. The crawling one is not a selfish being either. She's willing to share you with all the other girls on this list. That she is poly, likes to watch, and she already got what she wanted. And that's why all the other gods that were invited to partake in you, not of the twisted bad endings, rolling one understands the black soul of green. The crawling one with time and is being proven by ending age because how in the hell Cricket, as elder sister Alice, can just walk in, grab you, and get you out? Cricket, part of the crawling one. And I believe in ending age, the crawling one understands the importance of your freedom. And Cricket is a perfect example of being a face of the crawling one. Because Cricket is the empathy of the crawling one. I wouldn't call her the bad guy. I would call the crawling one the one that tried to understand. So I would say the crawling one with time will have understood your needs and probably would have he gives you the allies that you want. He lets you roam around. And it's not like a Liv actively kills characters that have any mention of her. It's funny that the biggest enemy is the idealized version of the perfect character, aka Merisu. And I think that's the real bad guy in the Black Soul series, not the crawling one. It's Liv. The crawling one, I'll say, is the most misunderstood girl in the franchise. Her looks are not that bad either because she can literally be anything that you want. But obviously, no one likes to be in prison. No one likes to be used. And in the end, she's a yandere. That's why I believe the crawling one is the best girl. And if we get a Black Souls 3, it's gonna be really interesting because I wanna see where the crawling one is in the story. You know what is the worst thing about the crawling one and what I just said? I think sometimes maybe I wanna be a little bit more like the crawling one. Because one person that I appreciated in my life, he once told me, "Why do you want to understand people? What's wrong with you?" And I say, maybe it's because I'm a human being. And human beings, we have the need to understand the people that we care of. Because if it's a friendship, if it's love, it is whatever you want. And as a decent human being, like trying to be better, sometimes it's difficult, very difficult. Especially when you understand how messed up things are in the world. And you need to keep persevering and fighting. It just got like 100% dramatic for a freaking hentai game. Ironic, isn't it? Strive for better. Strive for being a better human being, okay? Grim is the perfect example of why you shouldn't be like him. I don't know when I will release this video, but that is my tier list. And now I need to watch Nyaruko-san.
There's joy to find in things anew. Even when your Dr. Pepper's turn to goo. Pop Dr. Pepper, no pop, no cheer. Just a syrupy puddle. Oh dear. Trostin's looking for a good whack to lift the spirits when the soda's sank. So here's to drinks that lose their